There you go.
Okay, so FMUX claims we're live. Let's
Okay.
see what the other platforms say. And that still says upcoming. What about this one? That's still waiting for stream. Okay, YouTube says we're live. Let's see if Rumble is on the same page. Not yet. Rumble, get with it.
Yeah, they're always behind the eight ball just a tad, huh?
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Come on. Rumble is always a few, like a good. There it goes. Okay, it's a good
Okay,
minute
we're good.
behind.
Yeah,
Yeah, according to
yeah.
this.
Okay.
According to
All,
this, yeah.
all right. Good evening, everybody. Today is Friday, January 16th, at a little bit after 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We welcome everybody to Rex Sisters. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. And you'll be able to click on that uh, using the things, the buttons, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah, those
in the
things.
the things up in the upper left-hand corner. And if you click on the thingy in the upper right-hand corner, that would take you to our Cash App. And
Well, you can't
anybody,
click on them. They're in the video, but
well,
they could take a picture of the Cash App thing.
there you go. Take a picture of the Cash App thing, the thingy, and you know, I'm not above begging right now. We're still $600 in the hole, and come March, it's time to renew the contract, and that would put us again even further into the hole with the
Yeah,
contract renewal for the studio. So
which
even
I'm trying to find a way
yeah,
around. That's workable.
correct, and even a dollar or two will help us out. So if you can and are inclined to do so, our Cash App is available. One programming note to make. Uh, Crazy Bee and I didn't really think about all of this, but next week we'll have a calendar prepared. Um, yeah, yeah, go ahead, laugh.
Okay,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
am.
You did laugh. Okay. By the way, I just woke up, so Eric woke me up out of a significantly deep sleep, and I am totally discombobulated. Like, I
And
don't
that's the
even know
best
my
time to be
name.
live.
Exactly. I don't know my name or rank or serial number. But we will be off on Monday, January the 19th, uh, in conjunction with the federal holiday of Martin Luther King Day.
Which
So
happens to be the day my son starts his job. He does not get a federal holiday because it's a gas station.
there you go. Well, we can all work up to it. Eric won't be off either, being self employed. He will be at work, but Rex Sisters is going to take the day. And really, I guess the real true reason for us doing so is we're both still a tad under the weather from months long,
Everything under the sun.
exactly, of everything that's happened and everything under the sun. So we need just a day of rest. So what we're going to do is we'll be dropping the video uh, repeat of episode 102,
Part one.
which will be part one on Monday, and then episode 102, part two on Wednesday. And that will get you guys caught up to everything on the illegal Chinese uh, migration to the United States. So when
Hmm.
we meet again next Tuesday, we will pick up where we left off yesterday regarding news reports and China's threat towards the United States.
Yep. Part four is next week.
There you go. And Mountain Goddess, welcome. Blue Rose, welcome. We're glad you could join us, ladies. Um,
Well, I'm sure more people will trickle in as we get going.
oh, don't yawn. I might just go right back to sleep.
I haven't even gotten a nap.
That's the
I need
first one.
one.
And I had the baby was supposed to go home early today, but he ended up falling asleep. And well, when we're at Nini's house, sleep is on a whole different realm. So he slept until 1:45, and instead of me, sleeping when he slept, I had to turn around and be a smart aleck and send Crazy B a whole new setup for today. So
Which wasn't hard. I mean, other than all the dates on there confused the hell out of me, but it's okay.
that was funny.
Like,
She
each
was
link had a date attached to it, and I'm scratching my head. Like,
right.
what? And that's again mostly because of brain fog. I can't think clearly. Autoimmune, whatever problem I'm having is flared up, and yeah. So, yeah, it was a brain fart moment, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, why are there dates on all of these? Or were we supposed to cover those, and she just didn't tell me?
I think it was funny.
Yeah, that was that
And
was a
I said to
moment.
her, I said, they're in the order that they appear on the sheet. She goes, I
Yeah, but
can
the
see that,
dates
but.
vary.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the one from the 12th at the top and the one from the 17th at the bottom or
Oh,
the middle? Or there's,
right.
yeah,
Yeah. And
it
she's
threw
like,
me off. It makes
yeah,
sense to you, but it threw me off.
right. And that's the thing, both of us, we work totally, verbally, I guess we're on the same page when we talk. Inverbal, or
Nonverbal.
when we're not talking, we're both doing our own thing in our own way. And,
Somehow we make it work.
yeah, it just comes together. Don't ask how it happens, but it comes together somehow. And,
And take in the fact that we're both sleep deprived beyond all
mm-hmm,
belief
mm-hmm.
really makes for some entertaining stuff.
Yeah, it does. So, what's going on your end, Crazy B?
Oh, not
Oh,
much.
oh, by the way, don't forget everybody. The baby, yeah, kick me now for saying this, but this is the first time the little one is staying overnight. Now Jacob stayed overnight the that Saturday he was born. He was over this house. This
Mm-hmm.
one, because he's so damn bad and out of control with his sleep habit and his sleep schedule, he has not slept over my house. Tonight is the first night, and this will be a test. So,
You watch, he'll end up being a perfect angel for you.
oh, I know. I have a funny feeling. Yeah, and
Uh
then
huh.
I'll be like, it's you two. You don't. It's the parent.
Yep.
So we'll see what he does. But he will be back between sometime 8 o'clock and something to 9. So I'll have him on camera maybe for you. But we'll see.
Towards the end, we'll see how it
Mhm.
goes.
Okay.
So, yeah. But
All
my
right.
life's just been boring. So, there's that. Because you make it boring. We're
No.
live.
Well,
You can
are
go
you
to
are
the
you
living
pretty
room
much
and watch
recovered
TV.
from your back?
Say that again, Dee.
Are you recovered from your back after having to go to the emergency room and that?
No, I've still got numbness and tingling, and no, I did not call my doctors. And yeah, oh well.
Mmm. Oh, we got a case of the pot calling the kettle black. Ooh, wow.
I usually do follow closely when it comes to the swelling of my spine, but today it's like, no, I ain't got the energy. I just
Hmm.
don't. So there's that.
Hmm. Okay,
I
be
don't do it
careful.
often.
Right.
This is the first time in like 4 years that I've actually just said screw it and I'll deal with it later.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens then, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, it can't get any worse than it already is.
Well, it could.
What? Being put me back in a wheelchair like I spent for the first 4 years after the car accident?
Right.
Yeah, it can't. It couldn't be worse. I mean, I've been through worse. It don't phase me. So yeah,
And
there's
we were
that.
talking about that a little bit today too about things how it could have been worse, but we've just sucked it up and persevered, right?
Oh yeah. Shoot. Like my son with his burnt finger. He's got to start work with a burnt finger.
Hmm.
Gonna have to find a way to bandage that off and not let water get into it.
And on a holiday date to
Hmm.
to make things worse.
Yeah, it's
Um,
gonna be fun.
I forgot to ask: is he working full time, like 40 hours a week?
They said they are hiring for full and part time. He said he'll take either or. So
Okay,
fingers crossed. He made himself available for everything.
that's great. That's really good news.
He wants his money.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to earn money, and that's his goal. His goal is to do what he wants to do. And I reminded him, if you're working full time, you are pitching in on electric and phone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But get over it. That's just part of being an adult.
Right.
And yeah, he wants to get a better graphics card for his computer. He wants to get his little moped thingy running. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But you got to get a
Wow.
job because we can't afford it.
Right.
You're 21. Chop, chop. He'll be 22 in March.
Hmm.
God, I feel old.
Well, we talked about that too, about feeling old, right? And I think,
Oh, the
did you
more I
make a
think
wise
about it,
ass
yeah.
crack to me that I was ancient, by the way?
No, I don't think
No.
that was me.
No, I don't think so either. I'm just pulling your chain, that's all. Trying to get
But
you
I could
riled
if
up.
you really want me to. I got some really good jokes that I've used to use on my parents.
That's okay. Dog, get in your bed. Go. I'm not putting
I
up
am in
with
my
you.
bed.
I said dog, not you.
Well, people use the term dog as for friends. Didn't
Oh,
you?
really?
Like the
That's that.
90s
You know what that
and the
is? All
2000s?
yeah, that is true. Get in your bed now. Go. Lord help me.
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Oh, I'm telling you,
But you know what? It's Friday.
it
At least
is.
we got
Thank
that
goodness.
right. It is a
Right.
Friday.
All right. And with that being said, what do we have up first for our Friday?
Uh, Let me go and make the changes so we
Okay.
can see. And you brought up about raw milk, and I have some interesting perspective on it. And I
Well,
know it's unique.
I don't know if it was necessarily raw milk, but take a look at the article. And this is the Trump along with uh, Kennedy
Hmm.
brought Whole Milk is Back. The Trump signed Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act. Now,
Hmm.
before
Oh,
we
that
go,
is small as hell.
yeah, when we go, before we go into detail, Crazy B and I were talking about this, and whole milk to me means, pasteurized, the gallon out of the milk section. It's
Hmm.
marked whole milk. And the reason that I used to use it was based from the uh, endocrinologists and their diets for children that had thyroid and diabetic problems. That whole milk byproducts, milk, cheeses, um,
The heavy creams.
yogurts, the heavier creams, and that were better for you than
Hmm.
this lower type of stuff.
Well, and
And
that's part of the pasteurization process. If they over pasteurize it, which is how you get your less and less percentage of milk,
hmm
it's taking nutrients away. The more you
right.
dilute it, the worse it is. And again, raw milk is, I still think you should boil it at least even at home.
So
But
explain what you mean by raw milk. What do
raw
you?
milk is, you got it straight from the cow.
Uh-huh.
You went out, or you know someone who went out and milked the cow.
I see.
Most people, there are people who think that that's good to drink that way. And I'm not saying it's not, but there is such a thing as bacteria.
Right.
And even on the pasture, like the milk from the milk farms, where the big industry is using the cows and getting the milk, it is, they have a whole sanitation system put together.
Right.
My parents were friends with milk farmers, and I have helped out on the milk farm. You have to clean the cow, clean the equipment in between each cow too.
Right.
Every cow, every piece of equipment has to be cleaned all the way through. And then you boil it because there are some bacteria that still manage to escape. So I'm not opposed to raw milk, but at least boil it enough to where it kills the bacteria before you drink it. That's my
Because
opinion.
I mean, I don't even know, I wouldn't even know where to look for that raw milk.
Go knock on the door of an Amish person.
I'm saying, is it is it,
No, you
uh,
cannot buy it in a store. You cannot buy raw milk in a store unless it's for an animal.
okay,
It has to be marked for cats, dogs, or some kind of animal
okay,
in order to buy raw milk. There was a place in Michigan that was selling raw milk for it, like for animals, using air quotes, and the FDA came in and dumped everything out,
wow,
thousands and thousands of gallons,
that's
all
crazy.
because it's not safe for human consumption. Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Just boil it. But that's my personal opinion, and it should be my choice. If I want to die because I chose to drink milk straight from a cow, that's my choice.
Right.
Who are they to tell me what I can and can't eat and drink? And I guess that's where I stand at it. But we've always done whole milk in the house. I've never cared for 2% milk, nothing like that. Not that it really truly matters. I'm lactose intolerant, but the times we do use milk, it is always whole milk.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I see that more and more in our dairy, uh, butter versus margarines and all type of made mankind type of butter
look,
products. So,
margarine is just solidified oil.
right. And
It's
the
literally, that's it.
on the mutter. Yeah, on the mutter. Okay, you got that. That's the cow's udders and the mutter and the
It's a mother
so
cow with udders.
yeah. Oh my lord, help me, please.
Because if it was a male cow, it would not have an udder, and you do not want to try that.
Hmm.
Sorry.
That is so. I'm losing
Guess
it
who needs
already.
sleep?
So on the
Guess who needs
mutter,
sleep?
yeah. So on the mutter, if you know, I like now. I just went somewhere sideways. I don't even know what the hell I was going to say now.
Well,
But
we were
shoot.
talking about the
Oh,
difference
about
between
the
margarines and
whole.
butter and how
Yeah,
butter's better
there we
for
go.
you.
So, uh, when we got the diagnosis, Zach was probably 8 years old. So there was a thyroid and a diabetic component to where
Endocrine.
he had to take injections and stuff.
Hmm.
And from that doctor and those pediatricians that were part of that practice, we got information that said everything you ate had to have something on the pure side with it, meaning the glass of whole milk or whole
Hmm.
milk some used somewhere else in, you know, your dinners or something.
Hmm.
But we went to the same thing on butter instead of margarine. However, Walmart had gotten a big hit piece done on them from CNN and other news reporters about the quality of their butter. Some other places that they mentioned, yeah. Do I remember right this second? No. I do. I do recall that they said that Kerrygold, the one that I always thought would be a good butter just because of the, I guess, packaging it's in. Uh, that wasn't high up on the list, but there's one I believe called Farm Fresh and a couple
Yep.
others. If you guys are interested, I think the other one's the Challenge butter or making your own.
Making
And
your own can be fun and time staking, and you better
mhm,
have some good arm muscle.
yeah, that's the problem. Is I'll have to see what I get out of Jacob, and maybe tonight when that baby's screaming and I can't see him in the dark, I'll just hand him a bottle of butter, saying it's from your mother.
Hey, just do buttermilk. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, buttermilk is not a problem.
I have that. I have about a quart of it. then I guess I could give to him. Here, take my sandwich and go. Now go. Get out. Go. Go.
He's worse than a toddler hearing you open
Oh
a
my
package of
gosh,
candy.
I'm telling you. This dog is crazy.
He loves you ever so
Oh.
much.
Mm-hmm. Keep telling me that. Maybe one day I'll believe you. All right, so let's see what the article does talk about. I think we could probably just skim over this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, so
That's
Trump
just.
signed, yeah, he signed the
Oh.
bill as we stated, along with all the representatives from human services, etc. Uh, the legislation advances the Trump administrative's agenda and aligns with the dietary guidelines for 2025 through 2030. And that just cracks me up on how this has changed. It has completely gone from, stay away from the fats, the milks, the butter, things like that. Now it's trying to get you to do the reverse of it.
Well, we've done the reverse before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we didn't start using seed oils in our foods until after, right around World War II.
Right.
And right after World War II, everyone started getting sick, fat, and lazy.
Mm-hmm.
There is
And,
a definite correlation there. You should look closer to see if there's a connection.
and I
And
mean,
so,
and they talk about that crazy bee, just
hmm
about the correlation. Um, Whole milk is back, and it's the right move for kids, for parents, and for America's dairy industry or farmers. Uh, Go ahead, scroll up, crazy bee. Mm. They highlighted a broader work to rebuild the farm economy through fair trade, lower costs, reliable financing, and strong markets, all while working to make groceries more affordable for families. You know, that's obvious that we would want that kind of stuff. So, why are we reiterating all of it again?
because some idiots in the media like to make it sound like anything Trump does is going to just destroy the economy and make it worse.
Okay. It lists the senators and representatives that worked on the bill, and the implementation begins immediately. School nutrition officials are to implement the bill, and a proposed rulemaking will soon commence to ensure schools and nutrition programs can begin offering whole milk as quickly as possible. And I do know, back in the day, I did know that that's all we got was whole milk. So,
My generation had the choice of whole milk, chocolate milk, or white milk, the 2%.
okay,
Um, and but we've always had the choice of what we wanted to choose. If a parent says my kid can't have whole milk, they still have the option of the 2% or the low fat. Absolutely, this is again a choice. It's being offered. It is not being forced on anyone.
right,
But I could see the media making it sound like he's going to force it on people.
right. Um, and then there was a USDA released the following video: encourage Americans to drink whole milk. To kick off that milk mustache is officially back.
I haven't seen that in
No,
forever.
no, neither have I.
Those posters were in my every lunchroom.
Right. All the celebrities that played sports, that was a
Yup,
huge piece.
got milk.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But nope, now it's like, oh, milk bad for you. Fat's
Right.
bad for you. I would rather eat something made in beef tallow or lard opposed to a bunch of oils.
Right.
Sorry. It's got better flavor. It's healthier for you. Your body can digest that fat. It
Well,
cannot digest seed oils.
I think the last probably 10 or 15 years or so, they were. either hoping or they knew they would come over and get in trouble for carrying on these plates from over in the other kitchen. We'll get there someday.
Oh
You know,
yeah, it's just, and again, this is going to keep bouncing back and forth for generations to come because we
exactly.
really don't know what's best for us. It's all a
Right,
guessing game.
right. And having I think the diagrams and some
uh,
information.
the inverted food
Right.
chart pyramid
Yes.
versus what it used to be.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is that a
every few
Yeah, is
decades.
that a practic property or is it empty? Does it say?
Say it again.
Do we know? Boy, I'm way off on that one. Never mind. Go ahead. Just go forward.
Oh, I thought there was a lag or something because
No,
we
go.
ended up talking over each other.
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead.
No, I was about the how they've inverted the pyramid um, to match what it was before the industrial major boom in America in the 1920s, 30s,
Mm-hmm.
when we started eating less meat and more grains, which is not good for us. We're not herbivores. We
Right.
are omnivores. We need a balance of meat and grains.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think most of this is coming from. And again, you don't got to be a genius to know this. Like seriously, people. There was very few morbidly obese people in the 1800s.
Right.
Worldwide, very few morbidly obese people. 1940s hit, especially post World War II. Obesity levels started rising,
And you
and that's
think
also when the
that was
food
due
pyramid
to
was
seed
originally
oil
created.
consumption? No. Crazy
So,
bee.
I couldn't hear you. What was that?
I said, do you think that was a contribution to the seed oils?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Canada's main export during World War II was these oils for the machines. And
Okay.
they ended up with a surplus, so they modified it more and more and more and processed it more and more until it was edible and magic.
Wow.
And that's a historical fact. So YouTube bite me. It's a historical fact. That can be
Are you,
traced on paper.
does YouTube still have your nerves rubbed the wrong way?
They do this to us all the time, but I'm not stating this as a medical fact. I'm stating it as a historical fact. So
Right.
they can bite me. It's not medical advice. I'm stating a historical fact.
All
Canada's
right.
main contribution was seed oils that were used for machinery during World War II.
Right. Right. I get
So
you.
yeah,
All right.
I can't
So,
stress it enough. So YouTube don't give us a strike for trying to give medical advice.
right. That pretty much is the article. There's some additional information that uh, is kind of irrelevant, but the article's there for you to review. Don't forget, Crazy Bee puts in all of the descripting factors that go along with whatever video
The
or
links.
discussion we want to project. The link will be there, so you can take a look at that at your leisure. And
Hmm.
that Crazy Bee, what else do you have?
Well, next up you have this video you sent me.
Okay.
Um, from the title, evidently, Miss Karoline Leavitt or Mrs. Karoline Leavitt, whatever it is, her marital
Mm-hmm.
status,
Mm-hmm.
was not thrilled with the news press, the media.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's
you
find
sent
out
it.
why. Just because I send stuff doesn't mean I know what it's about, you know? Like I might see something go, oh, this looks good. I mean, hit send and Crazy Bee can look at it.
Except I don't look at it. I just chop off the end,
Oh,
chop
there
off
you
the
go.
beginning of
Thanks.
anything not necessary, and I throw in
Right.
subtitles. And I
That's
make sure
important.
that,
That's important.
yeah, I don't really necessarily pay attention to everything said. And you think
Right.
about how many of these I do in a week. Yeah,
Right.
no.
There we go. All right.
Here's a
So,
guessing game. What do we think it's about?
all right. So I think Caroline or Mrs. or Miss Levitt will explain what's going on there.
Alrighty.
Uh, Two questions. First, a follow-up on one of my colleagues who asked you about the president's interview with Reuters. You said that he was joking about canceling the elections, but Americans for generations have fought and died for democracy, for this democracy. Are you saying that the president finds the idea of canceling elections funny?
Andrew, were you in the room? No, you weren't. I was in the room. I heard the conversation, and only someone like you would take that so seriously and pose it as a question in that way.
Second,
Philip, go ahead.
Thank
you, Karoline. Senator Elizabeth Warren said that the president called her earlier this week to discuss caps on credit card interest rates. I'm curious, would the president work with her and other Democrats in Congress on a legislative fix to this issue?
I think the president would work in good faith with anyone in Congress for a good legislative fix that would benefit the American people. And that's precisely why he called Senator Warren earlier this week on that matter.
Thanks, Karoline. Earlier, you were just defending ICE agents generally, and earlier on, Secretary Nome spoke to the media, and she said, among other things, that they are doing everything correctly. 32 people died in ICE custody last year. 170 US citizens were detained by ICE, and Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE agent.
Hold up. Last year was under Biden's administration.
Right.
How are they going to put this on Trump? That was under Biden's administration.
Yeah, and many other things were too, right?
Uh-huh. But they're going to try to pin it to Trump because Trump bad.
Right.
I hope she points that out to him.
How does that equate to them doing everything correctly?
Why was Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed?
Are you asking me my opinion? Because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist, and it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat. But you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves your bias. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases. Do you have the numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of illegal aliens who ICE is trying to remove from this country? I bet you don't. I bet you didn't even read up on those stories. I bet you never even read about Laken Riley or Jocelyn Nungray or all of the innocent Americans who were killed at the hands of illegal aliens in this country. And the brave men and women of ICE are doing everything in their power to remove those heinous individuals and make our communities safer. And shame on people like you in the media who have a crooked view and have a biased view and pretend like you're a real honest journalist. Kelly.
Two quick questions on Iran. I wanted to ask first, just if you can say, how close was the president to potentially launching strikes last night, and was it the Gulf states that convinced him not to do that, as some of the region there have said?
Well, look, Kelly, I know there's been a lot of speculation in the media about what the president is going to do at any given moment or any given night. And I would say a lot of these stories, to be honest with you, I've been reading them, and they've been based on anonymous sources who are pretending or guessing to know the president's thinking. The truth is, only President Trump knows what he's going to do, and a very, very small team of advisors are read into his thinking on that. And as I just told you, he continues to closely monitor the situation on the ground in Iran. And as we saw yesterday, he had heard that the killings and executions would stop, and we have seen 800 people, their lives have been spared as a result of that. The president continues to closely monitor, but also keep all of his options on the table.
Okay. Good points, and she's right about that hack journalist, in my opinion. He absolutely was trying to make this bullshit political point when it was a person who was in a place she had no business being in and could have been prevented by her just not being stupid enough to try and putting a car in drive with an ICE agent in front of it. What did you think was going to happen? Like, the degree of stupidity. Oh, D, are you still there? D? Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm here. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a little...
Okay.
Give me 1 second to... That hasn't happened in a long time. Okay, we're okay.
All right.
Just holler again if that happens again, Crazy B. It's been going on and off a little bit, but obviously it's gonna start presenting itself again, so
Yep.
we shall
I get
see.
it.
And again, I apologize to the audience, but I'm suffering from some little. They think it's relevant to blood pressure, but who knows? Anyway, I digress. Where'd we leave off, Crazy B? I'm sorry.
Well, she ripped into a foreigner. Well, he has an accent, journalist,
Okay.
for framing it like the Rachel Good chick got killed because an ICE agent just decided to randomly shoot her for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that's complete and utter bullshit. If you know, ICE has been through my town 3 times since Trump took office.
Okay.
Nothing like that has happened here. Do you know why? We're not idiots. We're not trying to impede their progress. We're not trying to do anything stupid. We just go about our lives and mind our business because we're not the ones who have to stick our nose in everyone else's business. We just mind it. We stick to our own.
Is that 3 times since, I mean, all through 2025 in this year?
Yeah, 2025 up till present. 3 times they've been through our area.
Wow. Well, you said the area did have, parts of the area was drug ridden.
Yes,
Okay.
really bad in our
So
area.
they're probably looking for that group of people, I would say.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
No one in my town's ever prevented an ICE officer from making an arrest.
Right.
No one in my town has ever angled a car and hit the gas pedal while an ICE officer was standing in front of it. No one in my town has stood there and started screaming and cussing and throwing things at ICE.
Right.
Hey, Brent. Only 3. Yeah. Well, I'm in the middle of nowhere. You would think there wouldn't be any over this way, but we are in between Nashville and Louisville. So Nashville, Tennessee, and Louisville, Kentucky. So, we're in the middle of nowhere, but ICE has been through our area 3 times. And no one in my area has a problem with it. Why?
Right.
Because we want our jobs back. We don't want drugs on our streets, and we don't want criminals running around.
Yeah, plus if you want to just follow the law, and really, if they come through, you're minding your own business, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll go on and we'll see more with Renee Good and some others.
Oh, yeah. There was a funny video I found of her. I don't think I sent it to you, but it's not appropriate for replaying on YouTube. People will get butthurt, so I will put it on the Discord, though.
Okay.
Heaven forbid people should, laugh at certain
is
circumstances.
That the one that I think you did send it to me, where the woman was eating lunch?
Yeah, and the comedian was,
yeah.
I could see people being butthurt about it, so it's best to keep it to our Discord.
Yep.
Because some people take offense to things that they shouldn't.
Right, so that's another reason for joining the Discord if you haven't done so already. Things happen there that you won't see goes on anywhere else, so feel free to join and catch up to what Crazy Bee's referencing it.
Yeah, and Vanilla, my entire county has like 20,000 people in it. The entire county, not the town, not the city limits. The county has like 20,000 people. Yes, Squareville is absolutely describing my neighborhood. Yeah, we have a post office and we have a Walmart. I think our biggest thing that was a shock was when Lowe's opened up.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and we still have a Piggly Wiggly and an IGA. Those stores are not in many places anymore.
Right.
So, yeah, Squareville absolutely describes the town I'm in.
Okay. We'll have to check that out.
All right. So, next up, I have no clue what the hell this is about.
Okay.
So, we're just going to wing it.
Oh, this is sort of unbelievable what is coming next.
Okay.
A Minnesota judge declining to block ICE operations in the state following a lawsuit brought against the Department of Homeland Security. Federal authorities now have until Monday to respond, with the judge recognizing the importance of this case, saying these are, quote, grave and important matters. Constitutional law attorney and former federal prosecutor Katie Cherkasky joins me now. Katie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is good news for the administration, but to a very limited point, because the judge made it clear that this ruling is temporary. So what happens next?
Well, Minnesota filed this lawsuit to essentially stop ICE from operating within the state, but the reality is that the law is settled on that point. So I think the judge's reaction here, which was to not grant a restraining order, which would have immediately stopped ICE from operating, was pretty much telegraphing that this case is probably going to go the way of all the other cases where immigration law is federal law, it's federal authority. States do not get to dictate or commandeer the federal enactment of the law.
Yeah, this is a lawsuit that seeks to block ICE from not operating in the state and not cracking down on illegal immigration, which is the stated goal of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is a legal federal body. So how, in the court of law, can you prevent them from doing their job?
Well, this is a lot of political rhetoric to a large degree. There are some limitations on what ICE and federal law enforcement can do within the state, but largely, as long as the feds are not commandeering the state and requiring them to assist in carrying out the enforcement of federal law, they have to be able to operate within that state. That is something that has been settled for quite some time, and this lawsuit kind of repackages old arguments. I don't anticipate it would result in anything but what we already know to be true.
Yeah, so we said it. The judge's name, her name is Katherine Menendez. She says this case will remain on the front burner. And she also said that this deals with grave and important matters. I could see another judge saying that this is ridiculous. Like, come on, let's toss this out. This is what ICE's job is. Can you read the tea leaves in terms of that limited statement that she made as to what her thought process might be? Or am I jumping to?
ICE wouldn't have the problems they have if idiots would just get the hell out of their way, let them do their job, and they'll be out in a matter of days.
Right.
The protests and the idiot judges, governors, mayors are why it's being dragged out.
And that has an effect then on our immigration.
Yeah, all these protesters who want ICE out, good, go home, let them do their job, and they'll be out in a matter of days. Oh, God, people are so stupid. I apologize. The fact that they sit there and they shoot themselves in the foot and then wonder why it happened. Like, like you obviously shot yourself in the foot with a BB gun. Okay, right in the foot. You looked at it. You knew what you were doing. And then you whined and cried about it.
He gave you the clothes and so that first new tatty out. Oh my God. I'm in trouble tonight, boy.
It's okay.
I'm in deep
trouble. It never ceases to amaze me how stupid these people are.
Right.
You guys want ICE out? Well, quit destroying their vehicles. Quit breaking in. Did you see that group of people who broke into their vehicles and were stealing the guns and papers out of the vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just made them stay longer now.
Exactly. And
Idiots.
From there, you want to challenge the owner of the account here. What is... for them, what is disevidence meaning? That's out on Facebook. But we will start, on Monday, we're going to start sharing information via the other platforms that you don't see us on. So,
someone sent me a link to a Twitch channel last night where they stream their protest when they show up at the protest. I have that bookmarked.
Oh, wow.
So, can we say content farming?
Who said that?
No, me. I'm saying content farm. Let's steal. Let's not steal, but let's grab some of their video, clip it down to the funniest parts, and just wing it from there.
Well, I've always been on winging a prayer day. We've done 7 to 9, so I think if we know that it has to, and now we have to subscribe.
Well, we're getting some sources to where these people are, and all I got to do is screen record their video and clip it to what I need. And listen to what these idiots are talking about when the other people aren't filming, because they're filming themselves.
Right. They just think get carpals and cartons, and man, I'm having a day here. I apologize.
Oh, it's
In
okay.
fact, I'm gonna go take some notes and Crazy B if you want to set up for the.
I'll hit play I'll let it finish playing
Okay.
out for the
Okay.
next
Cool.
37
All right.
minute and
Thank you.
10 seconds or whatever.
Thanks.
All right.
The conclusions.
Well, it's hard to say based on her initial reaction, but we've seen lower court judges get reversed all the time. So irrespective of whether she at the lower court level decides that they're violating the law, inevitably the case will go all the way up to Supreme Court. And because there is so much Supreme Court precedent that says ICE can operate within a state as long as they're not forcing state actors to assist them, then it's not going to have a different result likely.
Okay, so the state is suing the federal government suing the state as well. The Trump administration just announced a lawsuit against Minnesota's DEI hiring practices, with Attorney General Pam Bondi writing, making hiring decisions based on immutable characteristics like race and sex is simple discrimination, and the Trump administration has no tolerance for such DEI policies. Can you explain this one to us?
Well, when states are receiving federal funds, there are limitations on the conduct that they can engage in. And this has been a priority of the Trump administration to target these programs and to not essentially reward states or other actors or institutions that are using DEI, which is discriminatory under the Civil Rights Act. And so to that end, that's what this deals with. Now, Minnesota will say this is some sort of retaliation, but it's really just a separate legal issue altogether.
It's a heated battle on so many fronts.
Absolutely.
Katie, thank you so much for being with us today.
Now, I heard recently that Trump was also talking of invoking the Insurrection Act because
Yes. And
they're
I think
flat
we
out
should.
disobeying federal orders.
Right.
And this is kind of on the lines of what Lincoln did to the South, when the South is like, screw you, we want to stay farming.
Right.
And the North is like, no, we want you to have factories. And, well, we all know how that ended.
Right. And I don't know if I would be necessarily targeting anybody really in their case, or how much different are they in. It's gone. Crazy B. I hope I can just go ahead.
You're having a day.
I'm having a little bit more of a moment. And again, I apologize to the audience. What's happening is I'm having small seizures occur. And so when you hear a pause or it sounds like I'm not breathing, I'm in the mode of a seizure. And while I'm able to come back out of it, it's very difficult to explain. I will be talking and then
it's a petite Mal's type seizure. You just freeze mid-sentence and then pick up where you left off.
Correct.
I've seen it happen many times with people. I used to babysit kids with it.
Yeah, and the hard part is what I want to say is there but the brain is not communicating appropriately to my mouth in order for that thought to get pushed out there. So that's why you're hearing that hesitation. This is the first time it's happened, I think, while we've been on air, Crazy B, to be honest.
Yeah, on this level, yeah.
Yeah. And usually the later in the day is when it occurs for me. And so
that's
I guess,
common because your body's already exhausted from the day.
Right. And I guess towards the end of the week, it's the culmination of your body's going into that letdown. Now I'm not gonna, but in this case, I'm getting the baby back.
Whoops.
A Minnesota judge.
Hold on. I accidentally dropped my water bottle on my keyboard.
That's not good.
It was closed. It was closed.
Don't electrocute yourself.
No, the water bottle was closed, but my hand let go right over the top of my keyboard for some reason.
Gotcha.
Your brain's doing what it pleases, and my hands are doing what they please. It's a wonderful combination.
Right. So, again, if I sound discombobulated, it is because of really what's going on here.
Yep.
All right.
And that makes sense.
In this case, we had the video of the judge, and
you did a Google search on her.
Yes, but isn't there a next piece of her where it talks about she was a Biden appointee? Or is this that article?
Yes. Okay. No, wait.
There should be another article on her.
Yes, there is a Biden one on pertaining to Biden, and then there's the Google search.
Okay.
So let me enlarge this.
So she was, as Crazy Bee mentioned, a Biden appointee. She gave a win for the Trump administration. This is from the 14th, and thanks, Brent. I appreciated that very much. And if you'd scroll up there, Crazy Bee. Yes, Blue, I know I shouldn't watch him, but he'll be okay. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Well, it was kind of funny, actually. Eric came home early and walked in, and he was squawking about one thing or another, and I'm like, don't worry, I can have the baby in the pack and play, and he can cry all he wants. And all Crazy Bee heard was that I said that Eric could go in the pack and play, and I'd let him cry all that I wanted to. So
I like that idea.
yeah,
I have nothing wrong with it.
one way or another, somebody or both buddies are going to be crying, I think. So she did issue a temporary restraining order blocking ICE operations in Minnesota, saying that she needed more evidence before ruling. Well, she declined on issuing the temporary restraining order. So as of right now, ICE can continue what they're doing. The state sued Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and other federal officials earlier this week to halt what it describes as an escalating surge of federal law enforcement. Well, no shit, if you guys would do your job at the state and local level, the feds wouldn't have had to come in.
They wouldn't have to. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, why it matters. The Trump administration immigration enforcement efforts have been focused on Minnesota and the Twin Cities for the past few weeks. Wonder why? With clashes between protesters and federal agents. Last Wednesday, a federal agent shot and killed Renee Good, a U.S. citizen, in a residential neighborhood, prompting outrage from local leaders. DHS then surged more agents to the area, promising to keep arresting alleged illegal immigrants.
Get the hell out of the way and you won't have a problem.
There you go. So Judge Kate Menendez, appointed to her judgeship by the Biden administration in December of 2021, emphasized that her decision not to act immediately should not be read as signaling any way on whether the raids violate constitutional rights, as the plaintiffs alleges. She said the issues are of significant importance and will be weighed carefully as both sides prepare additional filings due later this month.
She is putting that out there because what happened to that other person who wasn't passing the bill fast enough?
Right.
Yeah, I don't blame her for covering her ass.
Correct.
Oh, that's it. Oh, nope. Okay,
a little bit more. So, now I really take issue to I don't know how I feel.
Uh-oh. She'll be right back. I apologize, folks. Dee just randomly disappeared out of the studio. Okay. Nope. Guess not yet. Yeah, 10 years ago under Obama, this was not a problem. I've put that in quite a few YouTube videos in the comment sections of people who are anti-ICE. I've absolutely kicked that hornet nest. I don't know where Dee disappeared to. Okay, she must be having technical difficulties on her.
There we go. Geez, and we weren't even
I hope you
talking
can hear
about
me.
anything bad. I can hear you. We can't. I wasn't
Dee?
even talking. Crazy
Can
Bee?
you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Dee, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Here we go
Okay, is
again.
it my end this time?
I don't know, but I'm going to go out and come back in again.
Nope, I can't hear you, Dee. I see you talking. Uh-oh. It's going to be one of those days, folks. Meant she could hear me, but I couldn't hear her. How bizarre. It's going to be one of those days. It has to be a Friday, doesn't it?
Crazy Bee.
I can hear you now.
Jeez.
I could see you're lighting up, but
Okay.
I hear
I
you.
don't know. I don't know.
It
I
was
don't know.
bizarre.
Okay. But I was saying I feel a certain way that the cost to the taxpayers with the governments going back and forth suing one another is
Mm-hmm.
just absolutely ridiculous.
I
This
agree.
tit for tat, and how much money is it costing us? The
Well, they're going to be losing that leverage of lawsuit soon.
correct,
Trump just completely removed the temporary protective status. He's like, you know what? Somalia is fine. Go back.
right, and to file an 80-page brief towards the towards the argument against the feds when the feds have every right to go in and do what they're doing. The
Uh
state,
huh.
the state has the right not to cooperate with them, not to put their police personnel
Mm-hmm.
on notice saying, if you get this person and have a hold on them, there's no obligation for them to call ICE and, to hold them.
Yep.
So, what is the problem that you have them in your town or your city? As you said, people can go about and have some respect for them.
Well,
Ver-
ICE is still going to do their job regardless. You can't stop a U.S. Marshal. You cannot stop the FBI. You cannot stop ICE.
There you go.
They're federal entities. Are you going to stop a U.S. Marshal from taking in a fugitive?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to stop the FBI from stopping a terrorist?
True.
No one thinks about it in that aspect. Yes, these are not terrorists. Yes, they are not an American citizen fugitive running from one end of the country to the other to get out of going to jail. But the concept is the same. That is a federal law enforcement person,
Right.
agency, whatever. You can't tell them no.
Well, they're insinuating that thousands of armed and masked DHS agents have stormed the Twin Cities to conduct militarized raids and carry out dangerous, illegal, and unconstitutional stops and arrests in sensitive public places, including schools and hospitals, all under the guise of lawful immigration enforcement, the complaint read. Ellison said at a press conference on Monday that the operation had forced schools, restaurants, and businesses to close, and that locals were less safe than before thousands of agents arrived. Why? Why did schools, restaurants, and businesses have to close?
They didn't have to close. The problem is they didn't want half their employees getting taken out all at once.
There you go. Bing, bing, bing. You're the winner.
And again, they wouldn't have to do this if people would just cooperate.
Right.
The fact, like, they're making it worse. Like, y'all are making it far worse by protesting and getting in the way. And then you want to whine and cry when someone gets arrested or injured or worse.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out of the way. Let them do their job. All is good.
Right.
Like, if I hear one more jackass refer to them as Nazis, I swear to God, my grandfather actually fought the Nazis. Don't go there. This is not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is not even close. So quit using historical references you don't truly understand.
Right. Right. Okay. Concern has also been raised in light of Good's death and other incidents about whether federal agents are allowed to draw their firearms when confronting locals, especially in their vehicles. DHS has pushed back on this narrative, arguing ICE and CBP agents are working to detain alleged illegal immigrant criminals responsible for serious and violent crimes. So what?
A vehicle is a deadly weapon.
Right.
Who on God's green earth remember that truck that ran through that little gathering in Louisville?
Right.
Or not, I'm sorry, Louisiana, and then there was one in Wisconsin.
Right.
That was assault with a deadly weapon. That was a deadly weapon. The vehicle is considered a deadly weapon because it weighs so much more than a person.
Right.
How is, yes, you come at an officer with a 1 ton or even a half-ton vehicle, that is a threat.
Exactly. What are they supposed to do?
They stopped the threat the way they were trained to.
Exactly.
And they're lucky he stopped at 3 bullets.
Right.
Most police and most law enforcement pull until the mag is empty, and then they put in another one.
Exactly. They'll flip in if you don't think that's carried on them when that happens. But, if there's reason for them to suspect a vehicle out there, they can always take care of it. Or does the person's right as that U.S. citizen give them that little extra ticket of the get out of jail card free?
No. In this case, no, because she angled that vehicle at the guy. There was a video. It shows in the video she even looked at him as she was turning the vehicle and started to hit the gas.
Mm-hmm.
She knew what she was doing. Now, if she was using the vehicle as an intimidation, hoping the ICE officer would move, bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
Stay put, get the hell out of your vehicle, put your hands up. Not hard. So much better to just stop the vehicle, get out, put your hands up, get arrested, instead of this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a complete failure of common sense in the American society right now. Absolute complete failure. She could have saved herself all this headache, all of this nonsense, if she had not angled the vehicle and just stopped it, turned it off, and got out. They would have arrested her. She would have been on her way within a few hours. And she drove 5 hours to get there. Who drives 5 hours to protest something? I don't have the money to drive 5 hours to go to a freaking movie, a dinner. Hell, 5 hours I could go to the Louisville racetracks. I don't have the money for that. Who the hell has the money? Sorry, go ahead. Oh, she got booted again. Damn it. Yeah, she made eye contact with him. Yes. And again, in this day and age, in this economy, who the hell has money to drive 5 hours for a protest? Someone with too much time on their hands. I apologize. I don't know where Dee disappeared to. This is bizarre. She's guilty. Yeah. Yeah. You blame all the fake butter we're eating. She's my age, so I have a feeling it was more she got a hold of those lead paint chips as a child. And I'm not trying to be mean. I am just literally at my wit's end with people doing stupid things and then stunned when reality has real consequences. Hi, Dee.
I'll be back. I don't know what's going on. It just poofed and I was gone.
Yeah, I know you were mid-sentence and it went poof, and I'm like, she'll be back. And continued on my rant about her eating lead paint chips. And no, not you, the lady who got shot. She's a little bit younger than me. So I assume she got a hold of some lead paint at grandma's house. And that's got to be the only thing that can explain how people could be
Crazy Bee, am I still here?
Stupid. Yeah, you're here. Oh, you can't hear me, can you? Okay. Why can't you hear me?
I'm on my podcast. What's up?
Oh.
Whatever. I'll call you later when I'm done.
Oh, and she just left. Okay. I apologize. But yeah, there was one person reacting to that video, shocked as all get out that they used real bullets. They're like, "You used real bullets?" Yes. What did you think? Like, seriously? D does not eat asbestos. No. And I'm talking about the chick in the car with ice.
Crazy Bee,
Okay.
I'm
Tell me you can
sorry,
hear
but
me
you
still.
know what? So they're not sending the baby because he's ready for bed right now, so.
Ah.
Uh-huh. Anyway, let me try to get my shit gathered and together again and just say to everybody good evening. Today is Friday, January the 16th of 2026 at approximately 8:06 p.m. and I still don't have my act together, but we will try going forward here and hopefully this is the last time I get kicked out of the studio. If the other one isn't vying for a position, I don't know which one is. I'll tell you that. But yes, Crazy Bee, I caught the couple pieces you talked about her with the
Mm-hmm.
vehicle and how far she drove and what we talked yesterday or what her
Yeah, and then them being
ex-father-in-law.
shocked that the law enforcement used real bullets. Like,
Right,
what? You thought it was going to be teddy bears shot out of a shotgun? They're going to
right,
shoot teddy bears at you?
right.
Idiots!
Mm-hmm.
Absolute insane. And Blue Rose sent us this in the Discord. There are protesters who are now setting fires outside of ICE to keep warm.
Well, I have some other videos to go along with what Blue probably sent. So
Yep.
we have them. I'm not surprised. I actually expect a little bit worse to happen. So
Oh yeah, it's only 7 degrees, and
everybody,
these protesters don't want to go home, so they're going to start making makeshift bonfires. And watch how quickly the fire department steps in.
right, right. Well, let's see what else we have coming forward here in the next two couple slides we have. But again, you can read through the Newsweek article. We got the typical left and right
Idiots.
response, and the people in the middle with some common sense, and the arguments
Like the judge
pertaining.
that they're hating so much
Right.
now.
Yes. And we did say that we were going to start identifying and calling out these judges, be it right or wrong, uh, be it
Mostly
whatever
if they're wrong.
political part, yeah, be it whatever political position that they hold, we're going to start to identify and show them on screen. Is that next, Crazy Bee?
That is exactly what's
Oh
next.
my goodness. When I clicked on this chick, I was like, oh my. That's all I have to say is oh my.
Yep. Why
So,
does it look like they're not wearing pants?
I don't know.
Bad choice of
There you
clothing
go.
color there.
But if you
But
want to
no, this
click
is
on
her.
yeah, click on her Wikipedia and see, so
Oh lordy.
yeah, so she's about 55 years old. As we stated, she's a Biden appointee. And so I'm quite surprised that we have a Biden appointee saying, no, I'm not going to do anything right now. You know, each of you go back and get the more information that I provided. So I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if these arguments are going to be, is it going to be based on federal law and the statutes
It
that
has to
we,
be based on federal law because it's a federal organization and it's a federal crime that these people cross the border. I mean, they call it a civil infraction, but really, it's a federal law that says you cannot cross our borders illegally. So it's a
right.
federal. It's going to have to be federal.
So, okay, I'll leave it at that. All right, so that'll be in the description as well.
Um, Minnesota's age limit on carrying firearms. She struck it down.
Interesting.
Interesting. A motion filed for various granted a stay on an order effectively putting a pause on the ruling. The Minnesota Attorney General appealed the ruling to the higher courts last year, and they
Okay.
affirmed her ruling. So, you know,
And you know
she's
it's
from
working its
Kansas.
right, and it's working its way up. And
Mm-hmm.
again, this tit for tat type of material is just, I think the American taxpayers are the one that take the brunt of abuse,
But you notice she's not married, no kids, nothing.
right?
She has no like other than her. There's no husband or family listed, and they usually at
Hmm.
least acknowledge that there's kids or something in
Right,
Wikipedia.
right.
So
Sounds like
it's
she doesn't.
sad.
But so they list her partner though, right?
No,
Hmm.
nothing. Just her that when she was born and where she was born in her education,
Okay. Well,
which is
there you,
weird.
yeah, there you have it. That hairdo is from back in the 90s and they want it back.
Yep. You know, I've actually had to tie my hair back like that more recently. I
Yeah.
did it with the two ponytails instead of the one because the way my scalp was hurting, and so yeah, that hairstyle is not meant for public consumption.
Wait, knock on wood, that's one problem I don't have, so we won't.
Oh God, my hair is all falling out. It sucks. So
No.
yeah,
If, well, I was going to say, what, never mind, because Fridays we're probably going to be making some switch ups for summer, and that is one thing. Did I even finish the thought about the calendar? I did say we were taking Monday off, correct?
yes, and
That
then I busted up laughing
right, and I
when you
don't
said we
think
would
we,
have a calendar.
yeah, and because I think I kind of had a brain freeze there for a moment. But we will be giving you, and I'm going to get this out before I forget it again, so bear with me. But we'll have a calendar of our days off that we'll be taking, including a week's vacation for the summertime, where hopefully we'll have pre-records, or you can just listen to us in the silence without us flapping our mouth. We'll leave.
Or just rerun some videos.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps
That's
so.
always an option too.
Right. So again, as we mentioned, we're going to start finding the judges. No longer are we going by a judge said, this judge did that, this panel of judges did whatever. We're going to try to get whatever information we can about them so that you can see exactly what we're dealing with.
Yep, very much so. Enough of them hiding behind the shadows. We're not giving their
Exactly.
addresses. We're
Right,
not giving their phone numbers. We're just putting a spotlight as to where they are in the United
right,
States, like what courtroom, jurisdiction, region, and what their stupidity level is.
right. I'm just
We need a
jealous.
stupidity
Yeah,
meter.
right. I'm just jealous because they had the 81 pages filed, and I don't know, just seems so excessive, such a waste of time and money, and
And
then the
they want us to save the planet by putting
right,
bills thousands of pages long. Yeah, uh-huh.
no,
Printed
yeah,
multiple times.
right, right.
Let's save the planet some more, Congress.
Don't say that too loud; they might hear you.
They should go to all digital like the medical field had to go to.
This is true, and I don't know if they said that I'll be able to. I'm assuming by purchase of a regular wheelchair. I am just my brain activity inside is just so weird right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
thinking
okay.
all it is thinking all kind of strange things.
It's random D-Day.
There you go. Random D Day. I like that. Oh my lord, I have never had this happen to me this bad at nighttime like this.
Well,
Woo.
normally we aren't doing this kind of stuff, and we just kind of started the schedule, so
Right.
it'll be more entertaining for the audience.
Yeah, will it? Watch
I
the
think so.
Meltdown. Watch your Meltdown live one. Woo. I don't know.
Oh,
Something all of with the legs on the chair with spiders all of a sudden got introduced, and man, we are like way off coordination purposes, way off. Nothing right now is tracking the way it should be.
yep. All four corners of your brain are working independently and don't want to
There
communicate.
you go. Yeah. All right, Crazy B. I'm sorry. So there's our picture. What do we have up next?
This X post. Oh, sorry. Drinking water. My throat is so dry.
Oh,
House Democrats. Or
this.
Democrats. Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry. Oh,
this
my brain.
pisses me off to no end. So, more than 2 dozen Democratic members of Congress gathered in St. Paul on Friday, that's this Friday, for a shadow hearing organized by guess who? Representative Ilhan Omar and Pramila Jayapal, featuring stories of trauma, constitutional violations, a planned press conference, and an ICE facility tour. The event follows a week of unrest from ICE's December 2025 Operation Metro Surge in Sanctuary City by Agent Jonathan Ross, who claims federal officials like DHS Secretary Kristi Noem defend the arrest of criminals, while protests have led to clashes,
We know
clashes.
what you mean.
How many ways can you say? Jeez.
I could think of
Tear,
a few.
yeah, I know. Tear gas injuring children and threats of troops under the Insurrection Act if violence persists.
Hold on. Any parent who takes their child to a protest like this should automatically be charged with child endangerment.
But I have a question. I thought these were peaceful protests, aren't they?
Supposed to be.
Yeah, they're
But
not, correct?
yeah.
And they
And
haven't
anyone who
been.
takes a child there should be facing charges.
Uh huh.
I don't care if any protest of any kind can turn violent at any time.
Right.
No taking your children. Idiots. This is again what I mean by, oh, I'm going to point this BB gun at my foot. I'm going to pull this little lever thingy. Oh my God, what happened?
Mm hmm.
Fucking imbeciles. Sorry.
Right.
Fucking imbeciles. Like, what did you expect was going to happen?
Mm
A
hmm.
bug comes out?
Well, we have, if you want to, I believe this is the one Crazy Bee I had you flag as uh, to check out further
Doing the more
down into.
comments.
Correct. And there are some videos that go along with it so that you can see exactly how violent the clashes are or are not. And yesterday, if I recall correctly, the head of their DNC, I can't think of her name, and Omar said that, oh, things haven't been all that bad, but in reality, they are that bad.
Hold
Now,
on.
this is a,
This one,
I think
yeah,
we're
go
a
ahead.
little bit out of order because I think there should be the video where, scroll down and under Benny Johnson. So this
Yeah,
is what,
I was just looking at the
yeah,
next jackass.
yeah. So this is what Ilhan Omar and Jayapal orchestrated this over 12 dozen state federal Congress
Mm-hmm.
people went in, and they're actually calling this shadow ban meeting. They're calling it the Kidnapped and Disappeared: Trump's Deadly Assault on Minnesota. And the organizer of it was Ilhan Omar. Now, is she doing that to deflect on her and her culpability in the
Oh,
billions of
definitely.
dollars being stolen from
Oh, I'd
Minnesota?
put money on it. I'd put my last 50 cents because I'd make a shit ton of money back.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to distract people from the fraud that she's blatantly behind.
Right. So they're like, oh, look at the pretty coin I have over here. Don't look at that one. Don't look at silver over there. I'm gold over here. That's what they're doing. We know she's guilty as all hell.
Yeah.
And so, go ahead and play the next clip underneath there with, you see Benny Johnson.
Yeah, it's right here where I've got it.
Okay. All right.
Well, now more than 24 congressmen and women are traveling to Minnesota. They're having this field hearing on what they're calling, quote, Trump's lawless assaults on communities. They're calling it kidnapped and disappeared, Trump's deadly assault on Minnesota. They're featuring people who will speak to personal trauma and constitutional violations. Right. Guess who's organizing this? Representative Jayapal and Ilhan Omar. Right. Then there's going to be a presser to follow, and then they're going to tour an ICE facility. They're going to Baltimore to do that, and they're calling for the impeachment of Kristi Noem. Right, exactly. And these congressmen are all Democrats. Well, now more than 24 congressmen and women are.
Yep. I'm not surprised.
I am. I still am to this day.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Well, when I got laid off in, what was it, 09, early 09. I don't recall if this was going on. I don't think it was as bad or in your face as things are right now. And thanks. I got a note from Ronnie to just be careful today. Anyway, I need to go to bed is what I need. Go ahead, Crazy Bee. What do you got for us? Go ahead, play it.
Well, the next one, here, this is from Nick Sortor.
Right. Look at this craziness. This is peaceful protest. Okay. What are they going to do once they get in? What are they going to do?
I don't think they actually know what they would do next. But I can tell you what ICE is going to do. I can tell you what all those federal agents are trained to do.
We're still waiting for Tom Homan to get a hold of us, by the way, for us to give
our
him
less than lethal options
exactly.
that are still very painful and really good deterrents.
But we also think this might be a better way to go, right?
Well, I mean, if these people are dumb enough to try pulling down a fence at an ICE agency and get through, they get every piece of metal they deserve.
Right.
I'm sorry.
There's not going to be much under this page other than, don't be an idiot. So there's going to be no...
Literally just... This is exactly how people get seriously wounded or dead by, again, federal property. You're not going to do this at Fort Knox. Go ahead. Try getting into Fort Knox. Watch how that goes. Try getting onto any military base across the nation. See how quickly they make sure you don't walk any further. It's the same thing for any prison. The prison guards are not going to let you tear down the prison gates and run in. Like, how stupid do you have to be? Like, absolute stupidity. So, oh, Dee, are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All righty. I'm gonna hit. And they wonder why they get hurt.
They destroyed lives, dude. It comes really easily from a white dude to say that he's a piece.
That is unbelievable to witness that. They deserve. Maybe ICE should, instead of throw a blanket over the top of their head or something, to mitigate the encounters that they have to have with these people. It's craziness. And once one of them gets hurt significantly, that they're then going to be in
Then they're going to cry about it, but they don't want
yes,
to acknowledge their own actions led to them getting hurt.
right. That's the problem I have with a lot of this, is they're the ones that are, as they say, bumfucked, upset about it.
Yeah,
They're the ones that are in the wrong here.
They are. And then when the consequences get handed out, whether it's an immediate emergency circumstance, like we've seen, or they end up arrested and they go before a judge, then they want to cry about this. And I can't reiterate enough. Your own actions led to this. I have never been arrested by ICE when they come through my town because guess what? I don't get in their way. Get the hell out of their way. They will be out of there in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are dragging this out. Just shut up, go home, get a life, and quit worrying about the people who are freeloading off of our system.
What time are you leaving, JT?
Mentally or physically? Sorry. You asked what time we were leaving, what time you're leaving, and
Have you? Well, in my case, have I ever been here? So I don't know what the heck to say. Oh,
it's
fuck.
all good.
This is too freaking funny. It's funny, but not funny at the same time.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
We're gonna have to monitor this going into next week.
Yeah.
Because I would just say right now I'm overly tired and too, not with it. That I'll ask Eric. So we'll see. Okay, what do we have up next?
More idiots. Oh, making ice on the roads to hurt other people.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Yes.
That is reckless endangerment, and they should be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh yes, that's what I thought you were referencing.
I want to see another protester walk behind him after it's frozen, forgetting that they did this, and fall right on their ass.
Mm-hmm. Well, I read the whole thing, so if you wanna,
if
you don't mind either playing or reading it, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll play while it's up, and that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see anything crazy, B.
Oh, because I didn't share the tab.
Okay.
Oh my god, I was just looking at the studio like, why doesn't that look right? Why doesn't that look right? Okay, here we go. Idiots dumping water on the roads.
Mm-hmm. And sidewalks. Right.
To create ice, to supposedly block ice with ice, but I'm just waiting for another protester to fall on their ass and then bitch about it.
Oh, definitely. There'll be something. You used all caps and didn't put a period after Biden. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Here we go. Now I can show you guys the right video. Someone please fall on that. Please.
I wish they would get hurt. I mean, I just
not necessarily hurt. I just want to watch them fall on their ass so I can laugh.
That's what I mean. And this is getting to be more and more difficult to deal with them. I don't think I have it in here for this video, but there's an altercation that takes place with subject A, and subject B is president appointee by Trump. So he's more liberal, but yet I don't know about that. I don't know how they really feel, if they're for Trump or against Trump.
We'll see when we get to that, if it's in today's list.
Right. And I believe it's not, but we will share that with you.
I just want to see this backfire on the protesters. Please. Just let one fall on their ass for their own
No, because they
stupidity.
probably have cleats, or do something. I don't know by
I don't
cleats,
think they're
but I'm
smart
just
enough to
making
know
that
about
up.
that.
Yeah, there's
No,
got to
there are
be.
snow and ice cleats. My dad uses them where he lives.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. What do we got next?
As I said, I'll be on the ocean. Never mind. Shut up, Dave. Go ahead. Just shut up. Just shut up. Okay.
Our next one is something about an Indian tribe out of Utah.
Now, in the previous videos that we saw, there were 4 American, I almost said Afro-American Indians.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's not really unheard of. Especially after the Civil War, a lot of the freed slaves did mingle into the Native American communities.
Well, they left
and
they left a legacy because that's who they're covering. Now, if you can you enlarge this a little bit, Crazy B? So 5 Native Americans got arrested last week in a sweep that ICE targeted individuals. Now, I really haven't delved into this actual story other than to know of the initial arrest. One of them has been let go. However, they're now claiming they don't know where the the other remaining victims are at. But this is from Mark Levin. No, we're probably okay. My tab's a little. Can you make that bigger, Crazy B?
I can try.
So with this detention of these 5 Native Americans, they're saying that, all of a sudden they're screaming, but we're U.S. citizens, we're this and we're that. And I couldn't help
Wait, I thought we were all invaders.
Right. And so you'll see in that previous video, you're going to see banter between the 2 alleged people saying, what? Wait, what? What? I thought you said there were this many sects, till we get up in the morning, we're eating dry food, and just really a weird, and why I said that, I don't know. But anyway, so 5 Native Americans were held back by ICE. 1 was released. And with that being said, they now are espouting how dangerous ICE is. And then this judge that was a Biden appointee went, wait, what? And agreed with the state. So I think that's the first time we've heard anything, because you thought that you and I were going to have to really try to track them. So the argument is, again, they're Native Americans. Americans should not be being treated any different. And so I came across this piece from this tribe, and I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to say it. But
it's the Paiute.
Thank you. When we come to that word, if you would just interject it, I'd be grateful. So the Indian tribe is aware of information, posts, articles circulating between the various actions that ICE has taken in stopping and detaining individuals who they believe may be undocumented immigrants. So ICE was temporarily restrained. The document does not constitute any legal advice. Now, the reason why I put it here, and you'll see, Crazy B, if you can show the picture of it, is they are looking at all of the population that we have, so that's a good thing, I think, for us to know, and we got kicked out. Oh, son of a gun.
No, you're still here. Oh, well, she was still here. Okay. Dee'll be back. But I want more details. Why were these people detained? Were they causing problems? Were they with an illegal immigrant? You don't just get detained because you exist. Something else had to be going on.
I was never here.
Okay.
You know that I was never here. Just pretend like I wasn't here. But
No,
what were you saying, Crazy B?
I want to know why these people were detained. Were they protesting? Were they caught with an illegal
It
immigrant
doesn't.
and they
Yeah,
were detained for that
so
reason?
far. Yeah, so far the information was too new that I haven't found anything. I'm sure it's up there, but
Oh, and I'm sure there's people who know and that are just not saying.
exactly. Now there are, to my knowledge, uh, Indians from the reservation have issues with drugs as well as selling such items, and so
Yeah.
perhaps ICE was looking at that, or were they caught up in one of these demonstrations? I
Uh
don't know
huh.
exactly what happened to them, but this tribe uh, presented a document to all of their fellow members stating this is what you do when you have an ICE
Yeah.
informant. Uh, you come across, and that would be for anybody.
This
One.
is common sense to begin with. Always
Mm-hmm.
carry identity. Don't physically resist or flee. This is common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they got to have this information?
I don't know. So we have a couple articles then, or videos.
Well,
The
there was
first,
one video from Ed Kratzenstein.
yes.
Kratzenstein. This guy's an idiot, but
Mm-hmm.
um, this is. Oh, let me zoom this back out. That's way too big. This is the interview afterwards. Um, it's been over 1 week since ICE detained 4 members. Wait, I thought it was the Paiutes. Where's this? This is a Sioux tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which is it? Which is accurate?
I don't know. That's part of the question that I have. And the positive, I think, is you're going to see as we go down is the list that I made reference to. Let us pick up everybody from our tribe and bring them back. There's also a
Okay.
meme that goes along with this, which is, we have this land because we say we're Sioux because we, beat up this tribe or that tribe and it was winner take all. And that's kind of where we're at in war, I think, that nobody's really expressing who is where in these operations. So I could see to me it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, red, purple, polka dotted or whatever. ICE is going to pick you up. But in some cases, just most recently, they claim that 4 people died while they were in ICE custody, and I have yet to see that. So I'm not
Yeah, I
sure
have
where.
not seen any proof of that
Yeah,
either.
right. So if we get anything over the weekend or early next week, or even going into Thursday, we'll
Hmm.
see what we can see, as they say. But I think what this tribe did was a excellent reading of what you should and shouldn't do when they carry centralized. Um, yeah, what am I trying to say? Help me out here, Crazy B.
Not quite sure.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Well, then we'll just skip that part then. Uh,
Um, yeah,
but
I
they did.
do think it's wrong that people are gonna bank on this but not give all the details.
Right. And that's where I think the media is, and places such as YouTube and that are concerned. A lot of people are either for them, and I mean that's in generalities of illegal immigrants, or those that are opposing. So you're either for
Hmm.
ICE or you're not.
And there's a gray zone. I can
Right.
absolutely support ICE, but still
Mm-hmm.
feel bad for the people that are trying to get a better life. I get it. I can feel bad for you, but there's a proper way to get here. And again, I want to know more details. I'm sick of this half detailed, skewed details, weird framing of the words just to try to get the emotional heartstrings. My heart's dead on that level. My heart is cut off like at that point. I don't fall for the word games. So give me the facts or shut the hell up. That's how I feel about the news. Which is why I don't watch it. Oh, Dee, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I thought you got booted again.
Say that, what you said again, your last sentence, Crazy B.
Oh, about the media. If they don't give me the facts,
Right.
they need to shut up and go away.
Correct.
I only want the facts. I don't watch the news like Fox News, CNN, none of those. I don't watch any of them on a regular basis because 9 times out of 10 it's propaganda. I refuse. I can't. I'm so sick of the bullshit.
Right. I hear you. So if you want to hit play and you'll hear this tribal member talk.
Mm-hmm.
These are 5 Oglala Sioux tribal council members, and they have 4. There was 4 tribal members who were picked up by ICE in a community called Little Earth right here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and one of them has been released, but they couldn't locate the other 3. So the council members here, they're all elected officials of the Oglala Sioux tribe, and they gained access to the facility and they couldn't find their 3 tribal members. They claim that they're not classifying them by their nationality, which tribal members are also citizens of the United States since 1924. You know, there's nobody more American than American Indians, but they were unable to find them here today, and so they're going to continue on. They got some contact information. They love the fact that you're here, that everybody's here, and they're going to be giving out tribal IDs to their tribal members who are in Minneapolis, St. Paul. These are 5.
Okay, but if we go back to this last post, it literally says the Paiute tribe of Utah.
Well, it's yes, and what I think they're referencing.
Oh, they're probably heading off ICE.
Correct.
Before ICE gets there.
What the Paiutes are trying to do is headed off.
Okay.
Okay, and what they're saying is they're giving this document out, and remember previously we both kind of took an issue or umbrance to anything how to impede vice, or if Trump came to town, throw rocks at his, not rocks,
Yeah,
eggs at
anything
his
that's stupid or dangerous.
Anything, right, to make the situation worse. Well, in this case, they were positive in that they went to bed, but they also, if they woke up crying and screaming, it wasn't due to some of these other factors that we're seeing. So on that letter, if you go back to that, they give detailed instructions what to do when you encounter ICE.
Yeah,
and
like
that
I said,
is
common
actually
sense.
the common sense.
Ensure you have your ID. Ensure you don't do anything stupid.
Right.
Common sense.
Right, it's the common sense approach of what you need to have in your wallet or in your vehicle or somewhere on you that you can get access to easily. I can see where people would kind of get hung up, but really that many, to issue, for the whole tribe to be on the lookout?
Well, and that's what makes me wonder is, were they at a protest? Were they caught up with some kind of illegal doing something that they weren't supposed to?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot that is not out there.
We can continue to monitor the situation because this was just updated, I believe, this morning. So we're not quite sure of the entire story yet, but we felt that, it should be out there right now as part of our keeping track of what's going on with protesters.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got next?
They're saying majority of Americans say ICE agents' shooting of Good was unjustified. I don't know who they're talking to.
I don't know if you can play the article, and if you can't, Crazy B, if you could read that for me.
Okay. Oh, I think I can play the video.
Okay.
New polls are shedding light on what Americans think about President Trump's immigration crackdown, the U.S. strike on Venezuela, and potential military action in Iran and Greenland. A Quinnipiac poll shows just over half of registered voters say the federal immigration agent shooting of Renee Good was not justified, while 35% say it was. The same poll shows 57% of voters disapprove of how ICE is enforcing immigration laws, and 58% disapprove of how Trump is handling immigration. ABC News political director Avery Harper's here for more on that. So, Avery, what do you make?
Who exactly are they polling? Are they polling college students because other people are actually working and don't have time to sit and take these polls? Like, is this... I want to know how they got this poll. I want to know... It's a Quinnipiac poll found that 53%. Something don't seem right. It sounds like they're just mostly college students getting polled. And Dee will be back in just a moment, I assume. We'll see. But let's keep listening to this article. And I wanna know the age range of the people who are these the stay-at-home white moms in the soccer vans trying to get this stuff pulled? I mean, are they AI bots that are being pulled? I want more details.
Think of these numbers, and what do they mean for President Trump's decision on whether or not to try to invoke the Insurrection Act in Minneapolis?
Right. I do think that these numbers signal that immigration enforcement is a political flashpoint, and it does show that there's some discontent in the way that ICE is handling these enforcement actions and the way the Trump administration is handling these enforcement actions altogether. That said, when you drill down into those numbers and you look specifically at Trump supporters and Republicans, they are still with Trump when it comes to this issue. So unless that changes, I don't see the Trump administration considering public opinion when it comes to invoking the Insurrection Act.
So how do you expect Democrats to address this ahead of the midterms?
You know, I don't see this playing as large as a large issue in most of the races that we're going to be watching next year. I think that issues of affordability are going to be on the front burner, so to speak. But when it comes to the races in places like Minnesota, which we're going to see voters there choose a new governor, and in other gubernatorial races, I think the way that this administration and the way that these governors might handle, resist, or advance the agenda of the Trump administration will be a very important issue in the conversations about those races.
And a CNN poll shows Americans are fairly evenly divided over the U.S. strike on Venezuela. 52% of...
Okay, well, that's now getting out of the ICE shooting thing. But yeah, we all know Venezuela needed to be taken care of. Anyone with a brain knows that. Anyone supporting Nicolas Maduro needs to probably go live under his rule. I don't know where Dee is. Usually she's back by now.
I have something to speak to people.
Oh, you need something? You want to say something to the people?
Robert De Niro is gay.
And my son has made his opinion well known.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Dee?
Yeah.
You missed my son asking to talk to the microphone to tell everyone Robert De Niro is gay.
Oh, man.
I thought he needed me to mute, and he's like, no, I got to tell the people something. And he just leans in and says, Robert De Niro is gay. Oh, God. I think
I'll go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it literally, like, he walked out the room as you chimed back in, as you popped back into the studio.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Oh, my God.
So I'm assuming you started to talk about the polling.
Yes,
okay?
I want to know who all got polled. What is the age range? What is the group?
Scroll down to the bottom. This is how crazy the left is, okay? Scroll down a little bit further, and you're going to see... Hold on one second till I find it. Okay, note. The previous question had led in describing the situation as, you may know, an ICE agent fatally shot a woman in Minneapolis recently in an incident that was caught on video.
Sorry, I had to alert it.
Yeah, let that sentence sink in for a minute.
Right here.
That is the questions that were being asked. In this polling above, as far as you are aware, do you think the shooting was justified or not justified?
It's misleading.
Exactly.
They set it up in a way that would lead people on an emotional end instead of a logical end.
Correct. And the details in here are the majority of the left, the majority of independents all say that he was not justified in the shooting, but that the right or Republicans are in agreement that the shooting was justified.
If
And
you look at
again,
registered voters in total, is saying not justified.
Right.
Did they have an equal number of all three parties?
I have no idea. That's something that we would have to delve into. But I just took it off of face value of the questioning that they had to ask. It's obviously skewed towards leaning towards the left.
Catch this. They only asked 1,133 registered voters within a margin of plus or minus 3.7%. Only 1,133 people were asked, and can you confirm that was evenly split amongst the three parties?
Mm-hmm.
I want to call bullshit.
So you hear this, and to me, these are subliminal messages going out to the country.
Mm-hmm.
You hear
This
this.
is what I mean by propaganda.
Exactly. You're driving in your car on your way to work for 45 minutes. You turn on the news and you hear this repeated. I know that out on Spotify, I don't pay for their premium account, so I have to listen to every damn commercial. And it's just absolutely craziness. But people are getting bombarded for politics in a way that we've never seen demonstrated before.
Mm-hmm. A CNN poll showed pretty much the same thing, which makes me wonder again.
Mm-hmm.
Why are the numbers the way they are? And is that really a good representation of everybody?
Right.
I get polls are useful, but when it's only 1,133 people with very heavily loaded questions,
Right.
I don't trust that poll.
Neither do I.
Because I guarantee if it was a white man who was running over a black guy and the black guy had to shoot the gun at him, it would be perfectly justified.
True.
Change the race and gender. Watch how quickly. Watch how quickly it's a justified shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's my judgment is okay. If I can say it about this situation, I better be able to say it if it was reversed or some other change.
Right.
If it's the exact same scenario, just change the factor of race or gender or age. It should be fair across the board. So, yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
Right. Initially, and I didn't catch this till you said it, I assumed they were male.
Oh, in the shooting?
Yeah.
It was one of the female driver and a male ICE agent.
Right. And I didn't catch up on it. And organizations that, go by the name of either ABC or, American Broadcasting Station, and then you'll see their preferred reference.
And again, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say again, what is the preferred group of people taking these polls and watching these shows?
Right. I mean, we saw one, last week with up in Dennis where the power went out and yet the kids were off school for 3 days. And I told her, well, I guess I could do it, but, they can't be out of control. Hell, they'll probably draw all over me, for all I know. But, I don't know. These are highly skewed results, and you need to be aware of how they were developed, who was taking them, and in my belief, I think that the majority of the left is subliminally, is that correct? Sending messages out to you. Or at least you're being bombarded daily by the propaganda, as you stated.
Yeah. Propaganda can be subliminal or right up in your face.
Yeah, right. And
And so, yeah.
Would you drop?
Oh, we had to lean forward. My foot got tangled on a cord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there's the song, Sleeping with a Stranger, but I never heard of the sleeping with a cord before, but whatever.
No, I was trying to move my blanket off of my foot, and I moved my foot back, and it got tangled in my mouse cord that I have running underneath my computer desk.
Yeah, if you say so. Okay.
You want to call it a day?
Yeah, why don't we? Because I haven't been this messed up. I feel worse than if I was on, I almost said drugs, but I am on drugs, so. How about alcohol? How about alcohol? So, this is been pretty crazy for me. I've never encountered this. And so I deeply apologize to the audience. That's all I can
It's
say.
all right. We know you. We know it's not on purpose.
So
unless it is on purpose and you're faking it to get out of doing something.
I wouldn't have put together everything that I did. I would have said, "Wow, Chuck, we'll go with what we have." But yeah, I think today is done.
I believe today is done. I'm having that myself, where I'm like exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just drained.
Yeah, you just have the knickknacks for the bathroom and the. Never mind. Just shut up, Dee.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with quite a bit of that statement, but that's okay.
Just shut up.
You need rest.
I need a lot of rest. So with that, I'm done. Everybody have a good weekend. Again, we are off on Monday, just like the banks are closed. We are going to be closed, and it's obvious that this chick needs some extra time. So we will pick up Monday with. No, we will not pick up Monday. We're not going to be here
You
Monday.
literally just said we're taking Monday
Yes,
off.
we're going to drop a video, but we'll be back on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a good 3-day weekend if you are lucky enough to get the day off. And for those of you who don't, well, that life
We'll
sucks.
pray for you.
Yes, we will. Life sucks. That's all I can say.
There we go. Yep. Life's a bitch. Then you die. Then you, well, whatever.
Right.
So, all right, y'all stay safe, stay sane, stay sober, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Good night.
Good night.